Welcome back, everybody,
Welcome.
to another episode of the Serving Scandalous Podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are in for a treat today. These stories are out of control.
Okay.
Yeah, this is going to be, did you go too far episode? You know, people really might be just going over the edge a little bit, maybe a lot of bit.
They always doing that.
Yeah. I feel like some of you guys are going to be a little conflicted. You're going to feel like, not too far. And some of you guys are going to feel like, yeah, you went too far.
Depends on the situation.
Yeah. Let us know where you guys are watching from.
Absolutely.
Are you like set? Like, are you like in front of your TV? Or are you like on the go? Are you like at work? Are you driving home? Let us know what y'all doing. Mm-hmm. Now, we are going to do our very, very best to make sure you guys get an episode next week. That's our plan. But just in case, we want to tell you guys what's going on. Our anniversary is next week. We will be out the country.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we going to do our best to get that episode uploaded. But we don't know how strong the Wi-Fi might be, or we going to do our best. Okay? Now, are you ready for story number 1?
Oh, Lord. I'm here for it.
All right. It starts off with, am I the asshole for my clap back when my husband was being a jerk? We got a little husband and wife skirmish.
I see.
Let's see what's going on. To be frank, my husband and I had a surprise baby when we were young, age 19. I was on long-term birth control at the time, an implant in my arm, but somehow I ended up pregnant. So you probably don't know about the implant, but it looks like a bullet, and they have like a gun, and they literally shoot it in your arm.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of like a little mini surgery.
Right.
Yeah, it's not the patch. It's real deal. It's implanted in you.
Implanted. Okay.
Last week, we were out for dinner with friends, and he was making jokes and slipped and said he thinks I baby trapped him.
Uh-oh.
Unprovoked, no valid reason, nothing to back up this crazy accusation. He's never even said anything like this before. I guess drunk words and sober thoughts. Our friends obviously looked shocked and uncomfortable, especially when they saw my face. I confronted my husband and he said how it was weird that we had been sleeping together for 4 years and then I randomly got pregnant. I responded by asking him, "Oh, did I baby trap you to get your money? He and his family are broke and mine is well off."
Oh, wow.
Then I asked him, "Did I baby trap you for a house? We were living in one of my parents' properties at the time. Did I baby trap you for a car?" He didn't even have a license at that point when we were 19. He didn't respond, and then our friends changed the subject. He's been giving me basically the silent treatment ever since, and only one word answers, and it's only when I speak to him first. Oh, and by the way, we're now 25, been married for 3 years, been together for 10 years, and have 3 children in total. This completely caught me by surprise, but he really seems quite upset by this. I know it was cruel to embarrass him, but a common phrase in my area is, don't dish it out if you can't take it. Am I the asshole?
Wow. No.
Yeah, I think she's going to have to get she's not the asshole one. He intended to embarrass her or shame her or do something weird in front of their friends. And he got the same energy brought back to him. I don't know why you would say your wife trapped you. After 10 years being together, 3 kids later, 3 years married, why would you say that?
Right. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Sometimes people be trying to get a little fresh. They be trying to get a little cute, a little cutesy.
In front of people?
In front of people. Yeah, but when you gonna be cute, it can't be completely a lie because she was able to spray you with the truth, and obviously you feel some type of way about it.
And what you talking about saying that she baby trapped you?
Right, like basically she got pregnant on purpose behind his back.
Right, to trap him.
To trap him.
Right.
And so she basically was like, so
where's the trap?
Where's the trap? Trap
Right.
you for what exactly?
Right. You ain't got nothing. That's
and I
messed
mean,
up.
but I mean, it's true. First of all, who has anything at 19? So it really ain't that much of a read.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have nothing at 19. You didn't have nothing. We was in our dorm rooms in college.
Yeah.
So it's not like she really it's not like they met at 30 and she was like, yeah, you a grown up and you was broke. Like she called a 19-year-old broke with no license and no house.
Yeah.
So it ain't like she really hurt him too bad. They was 19 when his first baby happened.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know why his feelings so hurt. Who wasn't broke at 19?
Yeah.
But yeah.
But she said all that in front of everybody.
Yeah, well, he said she trapped him in front of everybody.
That's why he mad.
But he said
oh, for sure.
You know?
Yeah, I get you. I'm just saying that's why he mad, because he got outed in front of people.
I wouldn't feel bad if somebody called me broke when I was 19. I was broke.
Well, yeah, but they're not saying that you baby trapped somebody or something like that.
Yeah.
That's where everything started.
I think the baby trap comment is way more hurtful than the broke comment, because that speaks to somebody's character. Being broke at 19 with no house or no car really don't mean nothing. But calling her a baby trapper, that's more hurtful. I don't think she's the asshole. I bet he's gonna think twice before trying to get fresh.
Yeah.
Let that be a lesson to you. You better play a joke on somebody who y'all on equal playing field, maybe.
I guess.
She was like, baby, where was the come up? Your broke ass. Too sensitive for me. Babe, you was broke at 19. You was broke. You ain't have nothing. You just was broke. Your feelings hurt? I'm telling everybody on the internet.
I had a campus job.
Your feelings hurt? No, your feelings not hurt.
I was in photography too, so I had a little change.
I had my little hustle too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your feelings not hurt? He said these people are a little strange.
Oh my goodness.
Whose feeling gets hurt that nobody called you broke at 19?
Hey.
He's giving his wife the silent treatment.
But we're on camera. But I'm just saying, like, it was in front of people. It was in front of people.
But even if I said you was broke at 19, I'm telling you broke at 19 right now in front of people, do you do you care?
Well, I didn't. Yeah.
You don't care?
Because I wasn't broke. He might have been broke.
Then you was broke.
I wasn't broke. I had a job. A car that was given to me. I was straight.
You was eating noodles.
I was.
That's not the signs of somebody with money.
I had college money. That's a different type of money, but I wasn't broke.
We were broke.
I had a check coming in. I was good
pennies.
for where I was at. Of course, you're going to say, yeah, broke compared to now, but like.
Okay. If you're comparing it to the other 19-year-olds who were sophomores in college, there were definitely people way more struggling.
Thank you.
You are right.
We had checks, at least a check coming in.
Yes. Well, we were. If everybody is kind of like broke, I guess we were the better off broke.
Exactly.
Because we was making money on campus, like James said, but I was the nail girl. So when I got to college, I was just like, okay, it's an HBCU. Everybody knows how to do hair, braiding, this, that. Back in the day, we were still getting relaxed. I was like, too much competition. Everybody knows how to do hair. So I went back home for the summer. I had my mom's nail tech teach me how to do nails, and I was the only person on campus who knew how to do acrylic.
Yeah.
So I was making a lot of money. A lot of money for a 19-year-old on a college campus with no job.
Yeah, I feel that.
So doing full sets. I mean, had the whole dorm room smelling like a nail salon. Shout out to our dorm directors who never shut me down.
Oh, but my goodness.
I guess if you looking at our peers, we wasn't considered the broke ones, but in reality, we was broke.
Yeah, I had me a whole campus job, and
we had no bills.
I was a whole graphic designer, so I was doing like the flyers, you know what I'm saying, the posters, for doing photography, like I said, graduation photos.
James did my graduation photos from college.
Announcements,
and my announcements.
So I had a side hustle and the campus hustle, like it was rolling.
Yeah, I don't get why he's so sensitive about her calling him broke at 19.
He might have been
didn't have a house.
He might have been hurting. I wouldn't have said nobody.
I mean, yeah, but so what if you was hurting at 19? So what?
I don't know.
Why are you so upset that you giving your wife the silent treatment? You were 19.
Yeah.
Why are you so bad?
I don't know. should be telling somebody that they was baby trapping them, though, unless you really feel that way. But
he was trying to be fresh. You know that lady ain't baby trap him. He ain't have 2 nickels to rub together.
He said he had 2 dimes at least. 2 nickels. Well,
if he have a nickel, he ain't got a dime.
He got a dime.
So now his little feelings hurt.
Yeah.
Now he giving her the silent treatment because she called him broke at 19.
Yeah.
So do you want to know what some of the commenters have to say?
Yeah, what they talking about?
Not the asshole, but maybe the correct response should have been, however, pretty sure he tampered with my birth control. So he could see how absurd his allegations actually were. How can you tamper with birth control implanted in your arm? Just like how can you trap somebody who's broke?
I guess.
I guess she was saying say something just as outlandish as him, because what she's saying is you can't baby trap somebody with an implanted birth control.
Right.
That's what she's saying. Like, that's crazy.
Right.
It's not like you skipped a pill. That is implanted in you. How do you trap somebody with that? That's why she was like, say something just as crazy. That, oh, yeah, he must have tampered with my birth control. That's what they saying, because you cannot tamper with that.
Dang. Yeah, that's hectic.
It's inside of you.
She still got pregnant.
Yeah, I mean, it's always that 1%. Right, she did 0.1.
Jesus. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
You with an implant.
So, but that's what I get what they saying.
Yeah.
Someone else said, I swear if he said that, his soul would have left his body mid-dinner. Sometimes the only way to show how ridiculous something sounds is to flip it right back.
Yeah.
Not why his soul got to leave his body.
Hey.
Someone else said, like he thinks making unfounded accusations about her trustworthiness at dinner is funny. He should love her making the same kind of accusations as a joke then. I guess eye for an eye. Now, she did put some clarifications in the comments. If y'all can hear that, we're sorry. Our grass cutters are here.
They shouldn't be able to hear that.
Oh, so she put in the comments just some clarification stuff just based upon the things people were saying. She said, our relationship has been happy and healthy. I absolutely adore our family of 5 plus 2 fur babies. And we have supported each other through major life events over the past decade. The friends we were with are relatively new friends and are obviously not going to know about our first pregnancy surprise. I am 100% sure that my husband doesn't genuinely think I baby trapped him. I think it was just a very poor joke where I was the punchline and I opened my mouth before I had time to think. I have apologized for embarrassing him with my response, and he has, of course, apologized for his inappropriate joke and has clarified with our friends. Thank you for your opinions, tips, and advice. It helped give some clarity and outside insight before having a proper discussion with him about the incident. She basically like, baby, we good.
Right. Yeah.
Mind your business. I don't need y'all thoughts and prayers no more.
Right.
Well, that was story number 1. So, gone too far or no? Just right.
No, that was too far. They shouldn't have had that conversation, period.
Did she go too far with her response?
No.
Kudos to you, baby.
Yeah.
Story number 2.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole for not stopping the daycare from calling CPS on my soon-to-be ex-husband?
Oh, wow.
We be getting a lot of CPS-related stories lately.
I see.
My husband and I are currently separated and going through a divorce. He wants joint custody. Over the last several months, our child's daycare has called 8 times, saying he didn't pick up our toddler.
Oh, wow.
8 times.
I see.
The daycare would be pissed at me because they would be there after hours waiting on him. The hell they mad at you for?
She the parent too. Come on now.
But why they mad at her? She not the one supposed to be picking up the child on whatever those days are.
Somebody got to go pick up this child. I'm mad at the both of y'all. Come get your kid.
I'm ready to go home.
Right.
The long day work. They would also charge $2 per minute for being late.
Oh.
They threatened to call authorities at CPS if we keep doing this. I tried to explain the problem, but the daycare doesn't care, as they shouldn't. Well, last week, it happened again. I told the daycare to go ahead and call the authorities and CPS. My soon-to-be ex showed up an hour late and met our toddler there with the cops. Daycare also threatened to kick a toddler out. Again, understandable. My soon-to-be ex was so mad and said I was a cruel mother for abandoning our toddler. I warned him multiple times in the past, and issues only arise when he has custody of him. We alternate custody every week. I told him repeatedly if he cannot get out of work, he needs to hire a babysitter/nanny. He cannot rely on me as his primary backup. I would be more understanding if this was a once or twice a year thing, but he's fighting for 50% custody, so he shouldn't depend on me as his primary backup. Agreed. I also felt bad about leaving our toddler there, but I felt that a short-term pain might be worth the long-term gain. I feel bad our toddler is caught in the middle, but was I the asshole for letting daycare call CPS? For context, we both have high-paying jobs. I intentionally do not schedule myself to work late on days that I have him, and I have a nanny/babysitter ready when needed. He has made no changes to his lifestyle or schedule. Am I the asshole?
Wow. CPS?
She didn't call him. The daycare called.
She said call him.
Because the daycare threatened to call.
Right.
And she was like, call him.
Right. I don't know.
Not the asshole. Because it's not like they was going to carry the child off. She wasn't going to let like CPS come take the child. But I guess she's not trying to bail him out.
I feel that.
The thing is, you're fighting for 50% custody, but you can't even get your baby from daycare.
Right.
So at the end of the day, she probably talked to her divorce attorney, and her divorce attorney told her, baby, they just don't do nothing but help us.
Right.
Let them call CPS. CPS going to have a report.
Right.
He's going to talk about the days and times that this child was not picked up, and they're going to be able to link it right to the days that he has a child, and that's a win for her.
Yeah.
Great strategy from a family law attorney. But
not the asshole.
Not the asshole. I mean, he's the asshole for leaving his baby at daycare.
Oh,
An
for sure.
hour after the daycare closes when he's showing up, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. You obviously aren't built to have this child 50% of the time. Just be a weekend dad. It is okay. It's okay to be a weekend dad. Have your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but when you want to play in the big leagues, baby, it's responsibility.
Yeah. I don't know.
The daycare said they were going to call CPS on you. That's exactly what they did.
For sure.
It's not your soon-to-be ex-wife's job to make sure you're not in trouble with the daycare. After you begged, borrowed, and stole to get 50% custody, well, now you have it. Not the asshole.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Y'all both got high-paying jobs. You got the money. It looked like you just trying to live your same life, but also trying to have 50-50 and just your kid he just fit in with they fit in.
And it is, as of course, as a family law attorney, I notice all the signs. The thing is, when people are going through a divorce, they don't realize how much their spouse does for them, vice versa sometimes. Like sometimes women don't realize how much their husbands do. And more so with the husbands, it's like those small things, right? Kind of like not having to think about certain things around the house usually, or your vehicle or stuff like that. With husbands, a lot of times they don't realize how seamless wives just make the day-to-day portions of their life go smooth. They worry about food in the refrigerator, cooking, getting the kids dressed to and fro. When that's stripped from your life, you don't realize how much of a big role it is. Like you just think, oh, I could do 50%, but you really don't know how it feels for the absence of your spouse not being there. So a lot of times these fathers be asking for 50%, but then they realize what 50% looks like because that helpmate is completely removed from their life, and it don't look as easy as they thought.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel it.
And it just is what it is.
But I mean, to me, he still should have been making those adjustments. I mean, they both saying the daycare is saying that this happened multiple times.
Right.
So
it's probably the case like when they did need childcare or they did need a babysitter or nanny, the wife probably handled it, right? He probably doesn't even know the first thing to go find a source, those type of things. So that's the thing. He's never had to think about it. He's never had to actually go do it. He's just over here like, oh, I'm going to just get my child when I get off of work. It don't work like that.
I don't know about that, though.
He's not doing it for a reason.
Yeah, because he's not thinking.
He's not used to having to do it all. And this child is with you for a whole week. You got to do it all for that whole week, and you're just not used to it. You're feeling the absence of the marital union of you two living under the same roof and your wife just handling the things that she just naturally just so easily handles. And I'm sure there are things that he naturally just so easily handled. But now life has changed and you just thought, oh, I've been, I've been married. I live in the house with my child, blah, blah, blah. But you've been living in the house with your child with your wife present. When you've now stripped the wife from the whole equation, now you seeing what life is like. Step up to the plate. You showing you're failing. Like you're literally drowning. You're not even doggy paddling in the ocean. You're drowning.
Then what we fighting for 50-50 for?
It's usually two things. Either ego, because sometimes people just don't want to look like they don't have custody. And then the other big thing is people don't want to pay child support. So it's those two things. And for those people, I just say it's much easier. It's much easier just to be a weekend dad and pay your child support. Raising kids is hard. It's hard.
Well, I don't know about that.
It is easier. Like when I'm talking to people, I was just like, look, I don't know why people are just so, especially people of means, right?
Nope.
Just so afraid of child support. I feel like if I was a man, I would want to be put on child support, for instance, because I got a set amount. I know exactly what I got to pay every month. I know exactly what days and times I get my child. And then that's it. It's no conversation back and forth. It's so black and white.
Right, but maybe that black and white is something that they don't agree with and they not trying to pay.
You got to pay. You got a child. So what's the difference? You got to pay for your child. So what's the difference if the court gives you a structured number versus your baby mama or your ex-wife hounding you for a certain amount of money every time you turn around? Don't you want to? It's like a bill. It's like your rent. It's like your car. Don't you want to know what your financial responsibility is monthly versus it's constantly being in a conversation? I would just rather know what my bill is.
Constantly being a conversation. It ain't no conversation. I'm taking care of my kid. That's just, but
it don't work. No, it is not that simple.
What you mean it's not that simple?
Because
I know child support is child support, but when you're talking about,
when somebody says I'm just taking care of their kid, I'm sure the other parent always feels like I'm doing more than you.
That's fine, but that's not the conversation they have to have. If your kid is taken care of on your end when you got custody, then it is what it is. You don't have to have the conversation with the other person talking about, oh, I'm doing more than you.
Raising a child is more than when they're just in your possession. What happens to tuition or extracurricular activities or co-pays at the doctor's office? All those type of things can happen outside of your presence. Yeah. It's more than just when you physically have your child. So that's what I'm saying. When these things come up, you don't want to constantly be hounded with a surprise. Oh, I need this or I need that. I would just rather know what my bill is monthly. I would feel more comfortable with being on child support than not on child support and then constantly getting hit with surprises like, oh, such and such went up and I need $500. I would just rather have my bill. This is how much I contribute a month to make sure my child has what they need. And that be that, just like any other bill you have. Your car note, your car insurance, your rent. It's just a bill. Why is everybody just so afraid of that bill? Y'all ain't got no problem with any other stupid bill.
They probably do have problems with every other bill.
I don't think so.
So when you're talking about adding another bill that you cannot control, they don't want that.
What bill can you control? It's a bill.
Right. Nobody wants an uncontrollable bill. That's what I'm saying.
Why do you?
Versus you just being like, okay, I'm going to take care of my kid.
Right. What does take care of me when they're physically with you? Like I said, it costs more than that. Most stuff, there are more expenses for your child going on, even when they're not in your presence.
I understand that.
So what does that mean?
I feel like people would still want the control of how they're taking care of their kid versus them just having a bill that they cannot control and paying the mama or the daddy an X amount of bill because you on child support. I think people want to be able to just do their thing and take care of their kid how they can and how they want to versus having a bill. I feel like that's why people don't want to be on child support.
Well, this is the bottom line.
That's one reason, because there's a lot of other crazy reasons. You're just not trying to be a good person. But
now there are plenty, but there's a good handful of times where I get parents who actually really like take care of their kids. And child support is not even a thing because they've displayed that we've been separated all this time. Money not really the issue with it. They arguing about other stuff. There are some times where people really got it, right? But the problem is really child support boils down to the to the fact that the state tired of paying for y'all kids. That's really what it boils down to. The state is trying to make sure that each parent is being held responsible for the amount that they deem is necessary to raise your child. Because the state is tired of paying for y'all kids. Be it as it may for whatever thing. It could be school lunches. It could be this. It could be that. They want the people who made this child to be responsible for the child. So when we're talking about a child support issue, it's really a calculation that says this is how much your income is. You do not physically live in the home with your child. So we think that this percentage of your income is enough to where this child don't got to come to us. Or the mama don't got to come to us and go dig in our pockets to make sure your child have what they need. This amount looks like this child could be taken care of. That's really what all it boils down to.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I just be like, that's the bill. Don't have kids. That's always an option.
Yeah, but I guess if you got an implant and you still having kids, then
well, you could have had, you could have put a condom on. we all have.
That was the condom.
No.
But whatever. I don't know.
Y'all making these kids. Y'all know what this
like. Show kids.
Like y'all like. This whole child support issue, this whole system has been around for ages. Y'all know what come with this, right? It's the consequences of having kids, not staying together. We all have choices in life. These are just some of the fallout and the consequences for the decisions that were made. If y'all stayed married, we wouldn't be here. If y'all didn't have any kids together, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, I don't know.
It just is what it is.
Right.
Want to know what some of the commenters had to say?
Yeah, what they're talking about.
I got lint on my face. Not the asshole. Asking for 50% custody sounds good until reality hits. Stop asking for things you can't fulfill. This is a child, a life. Deal with the consequences of your F-ups like an adult. Someone else said, talk to your attorney. Stop posting background information on Reddit. This could be bad for you. Call your attorney now. Follow your attorney's directions. Do not make any updates to this post.
Oh, wow.
Someone else said, my ex attempted something similar. He wanted 50-50 on paper, but for me to have the child full time while he saw the child every other weekend. He didn't want to pay child support. Luckily, his lawyer told him legally he couldn't do that. If he wanted 50-50, he would actually have to be a 50-50 parent. He gets visitation every other weekend the legal way.
Right. He tried to hit you with the okie doke.
I see it every day.
Oh, for sure.
But, like I said, there's some people who do really do it and do it successfully. It's just not the most common setup.
I feel you.
See. But shout out to the parents who actually do it and get it right. And if any of my current clients are watching, you know which ones y'all are who really got it going on with the 50-50, really doing it right. But let me tell you this. The only time I truly see 50-50 really done right, the child has to be older. When you have a young child, they be playing around.
Well, I would just think because of being a younger child really needs his mom a lot. So a mom got a lot of responsibilities.
When 50-50 truly be working out, they be, getting a divorce or breaking up, but the child is a teenager. Then they are able to do it. And I feel like it's really because at that point in life, your child really don't want to be around neither one of y'all. So there's no power dynamic of mom of the year, dad of the year. At this point, this child got her homegirls, or his homeboys, and he much rather be with everybody else in the world, but either one of y'all. So y'all aren't fighting for that place in the child's life, like when we talk about a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old, and it's really like an ego thing, or your child is really, really young and you just don't trust the other parent like that. When you dealing with a teenager, they just be like, come get them.
Right.
Go to your daddy house, go to your mom's house. So that's when it's really done successful. When the people break up and they have a teenager.
I feel that.
Young children, y'all just, it's a little more sensitive.
No, I feel that.
And, I'm just speaking what I know. Story number 3. Am I the asshole for telling my grieving husband my true feelings?
Hey, depends.
People, we gonna see if they going too far, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Before you judge, hear me out. That's how you know it's about to be bad.
Exactly.
My husband's mom was a nightmare. No exaggeration. She called me a gold digger for marrying her precious son. He's a damn accountant making an average middle class living. No gold to technically dig for.
Wow.
He's no Elon Musk. That's what she said.
Right.
She conveniently forgets to invite me to family holidays for the past 3 years. She once mailed my husband a framed photo of his ex with the note, "The one that got away."
Wow. That's terrible.
The fact that the mother-in-law thought she could do something like that, I blame your husband.
I can see that.
Because ain't no way your mama would feel comfortable doing something like that.
Right.
And that's because of the relationship y'all have.
No,
You would never, like, she would never get the inkling that she could disrespect our marriage like that. That's their relationship. That's the problem.
Yeah, for sure.
So I blame the husband for all the things that the crazy mother-in-law is doing.
100%.
When we announced our pregnancy, she said, "I'll believe it's his when I see a DNA test."
Oh, wow.
She died suddenly last year in a car accident. I didn't cry. My husband was distraught, obviously, and I held him down during his grieving process. But inside, I felt relief. Fast forward to now, our daughter is 4 months old, and last night my husband got drunk and tearfully said, "I wish Mom could have just held her, just once." And I was sleep deprived and sore from breastfeeding, so I just snapped. I said, "Thank God she didn't. She would have made our kid feel like shit the way she's done me all these years." Silence. Crickets. Then he called me a heartless itch.
Wow.
And slept on the couch. Part of me knows I crossed the line, but another part of me stands by it. She was cruel, and death doesn't erase that. He's grieving a mom that wasn't even real. He's grieving the version he wished he had. Meanwhile, I'm over here with stretch marks and the baby who won't sleep. I'm just not sorry. So am I the asshole? Or is this just one of those cases where the truth is the asshole, but it still needed to be said?
Wow. She could have kept that comment to herself. Yeah, I think I agree with that last little part. It wasn't like her snapping. It was her snapping because the mom was still the crazy mother-in-law at the end of the day. But it's the comment.
I'm going to go with you. She's the asshole.
She's the asshole.
You don't say stuff like that.
You don't.
You're right. You're not wrong. Your feelings are valid, but there's just certain things you don't say out your mouth. And I got a problem with the both of y'all. I think the comment was asshole-ish, but what kind of marriage is this where your husband calling you the B word?
Yeah, I feel you on that.
That was insane.
And that was after though. But I feel you.
Still.
No, I feel you.
Oh my God.
I'm
I
just
could
saying
not imagine you ever calling me nothing like that. That is crazy. So I'm just shocked at all of this. I'm shocked that she said something like that to him, even though it's true. And I'm sure you feeling like happy that lady didn't go on to glory. I'm not upset at her true feelings. I just can't believe she actually said it out her mouth to him.
Right. That your mama did.
Right.
I'm glad. Mama.
That's something you leave up here. That's something you tell your mama and your homegirl. It's not something you say to him. And he definitely is not supposed to call you no B.
Right. After I know. But
so this is just trash.
I'm just saying, you just started off with him talking about you.
Because to me, the B word is more egregious than what she said.
I'm glad your mama dead.
No, she said, "I'm glad your mom didn't get a chance to meet our child." Because she would have made the child feel bad. The mama was already saying she wasn't going to accept the child until there was a DNA test. So the mom was like, "Shit, I'm glad your mama wasn't around my..." Right. She's like, "I'm glad your mama didn't get a chance to meet our daughter." She didn't say she was glad the mom was dead. She said, "I'm glad she didn't get a chance to meet our daughter."
What? What?
That's what she said.
No. That I feel you. But
that's two different things. Saying, "I'm glad your mama dead." That's not the same as saying, "I'm glad she ain't meet her. She would have treated her like shit. That's what she said. Glad she didn't meet her is not saying I'm glad she dead.
I disagree with that. She was damn near saying that. But I feel you.
I feel like that could have just been, they could have just kept the child away from the mama. She didn't have to be dead.
But in this situation, she's dead.
It just so happens to be that she's dead. They could have gone no contact with her after all the nasty things she said. She was just like, I'm glad she didn't get a chance to meet her. Okay.
That's all in a box. That's all in a box. You dead. I'm glad she ain't have a chance. That's all there. Here you go. I'm glad she ain't here. That's what she's saying.
I'm saying that is wild.
It's wild. Everything is wild.
That's why I said this is the gone too far episode. She went too far.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to call her the asshole. You don't say nothing like that to nobody that's grieving. You definitely don't say nothing like that to your husband who's grieving his mom. Because at the end of the day, yes, she was a monster.
She was, for sure.
I don't doubt that. She was a monster to you. But that's his mama. And he got the right to love his mama. And he got the right to be sad that she dead.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even though he got the right to feel and do all he got to do, that don't mean there's no consequences for that. Because I'm sure he didn't step up for his wife like he was supposed to. That's why the mama was running amok like she was.
Right.
He can love his mama. He can be sad she dead. But all of that still comes with consequences. And those consequences are your resentment now. Have your resentment. But I mean, honestly, you got off scot-free. The lady dead.
Lord.
Like, you ain't got to deal with her no more.
Well, technically,
you don't got to hurt him now. You could just be rejoicing on the inside. Just be like, oh, baby, rub his back. That was your time to pretend like you gave a damn because you're free. She didn't have to say that. She could have been just, oh, come here, husband. I got you. Because she's free of this woman now. You didn't have to, you should be happy. You didn't have to do what you did. But him calling her.
Yeah, that's hectic. Yeah, he still shouldn't have said that no matter what. But she's still going to have to kind of live with the mama, though. Not physically, but like if he keeps bringing the mama up, like, oh, I wish my mom, oh, I wish, then she's probably still going to be living that life, you know what I'm saying, of having this negativity around her.
I think there's a way to address that.
Okay.
And not in like a lashing out way. Because he probably will do that for some time as he's grieving. He probably will. Yeah. That's why you might go in therapy, explain how this affects you and be like, hey, I get that's his mama, but he's talking, he's expecting a loving response from me about somebody who treated me like shit. And I'm going to need him to go cry to his sister.
Right. For sure.
There's a way to say that without saying, I'm glad.
I'm glad your mama gone. Yeah.
Girl, that's what you're supposed to tell your mama. You weren't supposed to say that to him.
Yeah.
So you're the asshole.
For sure. Yep.
This is why I always will be employed, because these kind of people get married.
Yeah.
A little crazy. Want to know what some of the commenters have to say?
Yeah, what they talking about?
Given he's grieving her recent death, this is one of those cases where if you had nothing nice to say, you don't say anything.
Yeah.
Someone else said, not the asshole-ish. It's an extremely low blow. You was dealing with someone grieving the loss of their mother, but it sounds like he was quite the heartless itch himself to you about her behavior towards you when she was alive. I think you guys need to talk this out because there seems to be a lot of resentment under the surface about how she treated you and how he handled it and how you're expected to whitewash the history now that she's dead. Don't do this when sleep deprived and juggling a baby. Make sure you find time to have this very intimate conversation. I agree.
Yeah, for sure. I agree too.
I agree. Someone said, I can't blame you for feeling it, but you did not need to blurt that out. Someone else said, her relationship towards you has nothing to do with the process of him grieving his mother. That was below the belt. You're entirely correct for not grieving her yourself. He should have given you recognition and acknowledgement for that and not expect you to grieve with him, though you were supposed to be there supporting him. You were wrong for not allowing him his individual grief about losing his mother, and you did the opposite of supporting him. You put a thumb in the wound. You're the asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got two assholes here, so let them have each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Next story.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So I think so far we got one gone too far. I think what you felt everybody else was justified except for her. Gone too far.
She gone too far too.
That's what I'm saying. Out of the 3 stories we've already done, is she the only one you saying who's gone too far?
As far as I can remember.
We'll do a recap at the end.
Okay.
Next story. I played a prank on my husband and now I have ruined my marriage.
That pranking. That's dead.
Now, what kind of prank can you do to ruin a marriage? Let's see.
Any, yeah.
Not any.
I mean, I'm just saying there's a lot of pranks out there that you just shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
Pranks.
Let's see.
All right.
I played a prank on my husband that's spiraling out of control, and I'm losing a man I truly love. I'm 28, and my husband and I have been married for 4 years now. I truly do love him with everything I have. I can't see life without him. I took some stupid advice from some of my female friends regarding a joke that they have done on their husbands/boyfriends. The joke is basically telling your partner you want to break up or that you want a divorce. I never wanted to do it, and I thought it was cruel to do that to somebody you love. But I was convinced after they kept pestering me about it. I was the only one out of the friend group who hadn't done it yet. There's 5 of us. They further convinced me about it when they told me the reactions that their partners had towards it. Stupidly, I did it last week, and my husband's reaction wasn't what I thought it would be. I honestly thought he would try to talk to me, beg me, or make suggestions to fix it like my friends' partners had did. We had dinner and was watching a movie, and I told him randomly, I'm not happy anymore, and I think we should get a divorce.
Wow.
He looked at me for a couple of seconds. I swear he looked broken behind the eyes. He got up, walked to our bedroom, and within 10 minutes came out with a bag and walked out of the house without saying a word to me. I tried to stop him, especially after seeing him with his bag packed, and I told him it was a joke. It's a joke. I didn't mean it, but he basically just brushed me off and walked out. Walked right out the door.
That's right.
I tried to get a hold of him, messages, calls, emails, videos, but he wasn't answering. I talked to his friends, but none of them wanted to tell me where he is. I went to his work, but they refused me entry into the building. I have tried his parents and siblings, but they don't want to get involved. The only messages I got back from his sister was telling me that a joke or not, I effed up. I have sent many messages about it being a joke. I even sent screenshots of the conversations with my friends about the joke as proof that it was truly a joke and that I'm not just backtracking. My friends didn't have any real advice and told me to give him time and that he'll get over it. Everything came down on me yesterday when I was served with actual divorce papers. It felt like someone slapped me in the face and continued to hit me. I was and still am in so much pain. I frantically tried to get a hold of him, but all I got back was, I should talk to his lawyer. We had no issues in our marriage that I know of. That day we were laughing the whole time, having a good day and everything. No fight, no distance between us. Everything was basically perfect. How can I get the man back that I love? I don't want to lose him. I made a stupid joke and I know that. And now it's breaking my world apart. Help. Baby, I can't help you.
Yeah, right.
Baby, I can't help you.
Well, what type of prank is that? Your friends are stupid. I'm sorry.
Your friends are stupid and you're stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're letting your friends infiltrate your household with your marriage.
Talking about, he gonna beg for you to come back? What?
Your marriage is supposed to be the thing that you protect the most outside of your kids. And you let your homegirls come and do that behind a little peer pressure? Girl, are you 12?
Right.
They say you 28 on here, but you not acting like you 28. Peer pressure from your homegirls about something in your marriage? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I can't help you.
Right.
I mean, I can help you if you need a divorce attorney, but that's about it. I can't help you get your man back. Anybody else, if y'all got some advice for her, help her get her man back.
Right.
But
yeah, y'all leave them in the comments if y'all have.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got nothing.
I don't got nothing to tell you. I don't know how you gonna get your man back.
Nice prank.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Nice prank, you and your friends.
I feel a little bad for you because you seem like a fool and an idiot.
I don't feel bad.
I mean, she obviously is an idiot.
Yeah.
So I feel bad for the fact that you a fool. But that just be a lesson to you.
Y'all was having a good old day. And you just came out with, hey, I want a divorce.
I mean, she seems like a follower apparently, because you let your friends let you talk. Can't nobody talk me into doing nothing to hurt my man. Nobody. Can't nobody call me and have me do something that would hurt him. Yeah. That's not a joke. You don't do that to somebody you love. And you definitely don't play with your marriage like that. And this is how you end up when you play with your marriage.
Yeah.
I'm all for a good prank. We've done several like little cutesy pranks like on like April Fool's Day. You know, a prank is you buy a pizza, but when they open it, it's just like trash in there or something. There ain't no pizza. That's a prank.
That's not a joke either. If I'm hungry.
That's still a prank. Or just like the prank about the super glue in the belly button. Do y'all remember that story?
That's a terrible. That's not even a good prank either.
But all of those options are better than what the prank she did.
For sure. Facts. 100%. 1000%. At least we ain't talking about ending marriages.
That's not a joke.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Those are fighting words.
Yeah.
Those are fighting court kind of words. So you got what you got the game you was playing. So you got anything you want to add before we get to the comments?
No, that's insane. That's it.
Well, someone said, they're quoting a portion of the story, okay? Mm-hmm. It felt like someone slapped me in the face. It kept hitting me and continued to hit me. I was and still am in so much pain. And that's what your husband felt when you told him you wanted a divorce. The difference is you know why he's mad at you. He had no clue why you were hurting him so much behind a joke. God, you're a self-centered idiot. I can't believe you're 28. Wow.
Dang.
Someone else said she could have told her friends that she wasn't interested in manipulating or pranking her husband the way they did theirs. She could have just lied to them and said she did it. She could have told her husband about the joke that her friends were pressuring her to do to him. It is really hard to believe people are this naive and immature. That could have been a conversation between you and your husband. But guess what my friend's trying to convince me to do?
Right.
They wanted me to do X, Y, and Z. That's how it should have went. Or you could have just, like they said, lied to your friends. Like, oh yeah, girl, I did it, and this is what the results were. You had so many options, but to do that.
For sure.
Anyways, someone else said, are some people just born stupid? Yep. Or does it take time?
Oh, wow.
What, for heaven's sake, could possibly lead anyone to believe that this is a good idea? What, for heaven's sake, could possibly lead anyone to believe such friends are worthwhile?
Right.
Someone else said, I bet the real prank was performed by her friends. They convinced you that it would be so funny, and afterwards their husbands were so much nicer and bought them nice things and took them on dates, etc. But the friends never actually pulled those pranks on their husbands. The joke was on you. They're just a bunch of mean girls who wanted to laugh at your stupidity. That's an angle.
That is an angle.
Oh, well, you know, sorry for you.
For sure. I mean, hey, you invited into your life. There you go.
Gone too far for sure.
Yep.
So out of these 4 stories, who went too far the most? Let's do a quick little recap.
Yeah, we can.
Am I the asshole for the clapback that she gave her husband while he was being a jerk? That was the whole baby trap story. Am I the asshole for not stopping the daycare from calling CPS on my soon-to-be ex-husband? Or am I the asshole for telling my grieving husband my true feelings? Or this last one, I played a prank on my husband and now I'm ruining my marriage.
Wow. This is a tough one.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
You always go first. My number one, well, obviously it's going to have to be the prank because he's divorcing her over it.
Yeah.
That one has the biggest consequences. Then I would feel like number 2 would be the comment to the husband that's grieving his mama.
Okay.
And number 3 would then be, it's between the CPS case and the baby trap comment.
I can agree with those first 2, by the way.
Okay.
So it's between the CPS and the baby trapping. If I had to put them in order,
I think CPS is next. Because she said they already worked it out with the baby trap on, that they apologized to each other. So
okay. I mean, that's fine. I don't.
She ain't mad at him no more. He ain't mad at her no more. Nope. I got fine.
Yeah.
So I say the CPS is number 3.
I can agree with that. It's all craziness.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, what's y'all order?
Do y'all agree with our list? This was crazy. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the Went Too Far episode.
Yeah, it was a wild one.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments about each of these stories. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
All right, now.
Bye.